Right? So now you can take any other examples. Now this is the one example where you will be able to apply. Now there is another example where we can combine and or also. Now you can make it as this comment. Example 2. Determine whether you have corona positive or negative. Yesterday I wrote there is a possibility is that if temperature is greater than 100 and breathing level less than 65 or cough level will be greater than 5 or diabetic is equal to true or pneumonia is equal to true. See here, temperature and breathing level is less than 65. We can almost confirm that you have a positive corona. These two combinations are very rare. Unless and until if you are an asthma patient, breathing level might go down to 65. But simultaneously, temperature might not go beyond 100. It's a practically proved because of malaria, because of typhoid, because of dengue. This combination is not usual. It is an unusual. So now obviously what example exactly we are going to write? Print. You have a COVID. Yes, sir. Here, when it is going to become a COVID, compulsory these two factors need to be true. Rest of the things can be false or maybe true. So that you are going to become a COVID. Else, print, you are negative. So now obviously we have to take all the variables. Why it is throwing an error? Temperature will become 102. Breathing level is equal to 64 and cough level is 6 and diabetic is equal to true and pneumonia is equal to false. Now you execute, what happens? Now CL, right? What happens? CL is not defined. Where is CL? Yes, it's not CL. You have a code. In what situation you can make it as negative? Simply if you change the 66, you see the output. Because rest of all the possibilities are true. Now if you make this as 99, you have a code. Because of R, these are the possibilities. See, the doctors are not going to determine the diseases nowadays. So one person might not have any smoking habit, but he is going to be suffer from the cancer. Do you blame the candidate he is having a smoke? No. See, certain symptoms, even the doctor himself or herself cannot be decide what exactly consequences. The system is going to be determined what exactly. So always we cannot apply R. We can apply combination of and or also. Let's suppose there is a form. Let's suppose there is a form. You are applying for the job. Now name has to be entered compulsory. And name also they are not going to take direct name. First name, last name and surname for the comparison purpose. Phone number, email ID. Here next entry will be alternate phone number, alternate mail ID. Now you tell me alternate phone number, alternate mail ID. Mail ID. Name, phone number, and email ID you are going to fill. But alternate phone number and alternate mail ID I don't have. You are leaving as blank. If you are leaving as a blank, server database does not allow us to be submit without any value. Yes, sir. But how you are going to write a coding here? If first name, last name, all must be made as a star. Mandatory. For all of them, you need to keep what logic? And name and first name and the last name and surname and phone number and email are alternate phone number or alternate mail. So this is a situation where we are making use of R. If we keep and also without submitting the alternate phone number mail ID, form doesn't submit it to the server. But you cannot expect fax number, alternate mobile number, landline number from everybody. Somebody might have, somebody might not have. You write a logic such a way that according to the end user situation, you have to write a logic. Many places you are going to see. If you go to village, if you ask how old are you, especially girls will not say. Simply what you are going to write? By seeing her personality, she might be 20 years, maybe 25 years, approximately we write. This is called default value concept. I'll be telling you the functions concept, what exactly default values. It's very important. Many situations. Right. Yeah. So do you have any questions related to the difference between and as well as or? You think any example you tell me, I'll write the code. Where to apply and where you apply. But without logical and relational and arithmetic operators, we cannot write any application. You need not to be a great mathematician to become a good programmer or good developer, but you should be good understanding of these operators properly. I think, let me go ahead with a logical not operator. Logical not operator. Where to apply this not operator? Basically, not operator will make inversion. It means in reverse. Let's suppose anybody is from electronics. You are from electronics, right? See, there is a flip-flop. RS flip-flops. You might have even CSC people also will heard about it. RS flip-flops. R means reset. R means resets. Yes means set. Whenever you store some value to a register, it will become set. To assign another value, existing flip-flop need to be reset so that it will become a 0 and then the new value will be assigned. At an electronics level, we are going to use not operator basically. So let us suppose we'll take one example. Print is 20 is lesser than 30. Yes, the output will be thrown, what? It will be given true as output. If we keep not here, actually the result would be thrown as a true, but the not operator will be made as a false. Another way, is 20 greater than 30? Actual result was false, but not operator will be made as a true. So the not operator will be make it inversion or complement or invert from one status to another status. True, true, false, false, true, based on the resultant value. It has a specific application area where we are going to apply not operators. All the places we cannot apply. At an electronics level, those who are working at a microprocessor level, we use most frequently this particular operator. in JK flip-flops, RS flip-flops, all the cases, right? But probably being a testing engineer, you need not to be worried about it. Yes or no? Yes. So with this, logical operators will be finished. Let me go ahead with a assignment operator. I told already assignment operator is single equal operator called as assignment operator. Double equal operator is to compare the two entities whether they are equal or not. But single operator is equal operator is used to assign a value from right hand side to left hand side. Now, if we assign one value, it is called scalar vector. Sometimes x might hold more than one value. This is called one-dimensional array in program. In physics, one-dimensional vector. In physics, x-axis. Three are same. See, the whole world, the searching process will be compared, like this, right? The whole globe will be represent with the x and y-axis coordination. If you store only x-axis, if you don't have a y-axis, then it is called as a one-dimensional. Yes, sir. If you represent any value here, it has an intersection point between x and y. Here we need to specify x value as well as y value. Then only it will be called as x intersect point. Now, how in mathematics and programmatics we specify? It is going to be specified as x equal to 1, 2, 3, comma 1, 2, 3. It is called what? 2 into 3 matrix. 2 rows, 3 columns. If represent in mathematics, how you are going to represent? It's very important. Many people doesn't understand. Like this, we are going to represent. In matrix, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 into 3 matrix. 2 into 3 matrix. 2 indicates rows, 3 indicates columns. In programmatics, we specify like this. In mathematics, we specify like this. But in physics, we are going to specify like this. X-axis, y-axis. If you want to specify what is a value will be intersect for the two, 0th row, first column. Mathematically, you need to understand. Physically, we need to understand. Programmatically, we need to understand. If we have any misconception between these three concepts, surely we will not be understand programs properly. Because in real time, being a testing engineer, we used to be work with a JSON formats, JavaScript object notation formats. The entire JSON API testing will be conducted based on the vectors concept. One-dimensional, two-dimensional, three-dimensional, n-dimensional. Mathematically or programmatically or physically, if you don't understand something in the picture, surely n-dimensional data you cannot understand anymore. You will become mad. So please, if you have any questions at any point of time, please stop me and ask. I'll be clarified about it. Right? Yes. Do you have any questions about this? No. If you go to the 3D, 3 indicates what? 3-dimensional. X, Y, Z. Yes, sir. How programmatically will represent? That's another point. X equal to within which here I am going to represent. So here I am going to represent the values. There is a difference. Now 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like very common like a two-dimensional matrix, but internally the storage will be in the form of three-dimensional. Yes, sir. So let's suppose here you are going to represent like this.
You have to choose the type of state of like this.
Yes, obviously. Now this is the conceptualization diagram where I wanted to represent three dimensions. Here it is item is a one dimension. Here if you look at, it is x-axis. It is y-axis. It is y. Here it is not going to be treated as a y. It is going to be a time. Time, item. Another is that this is z-axis. It is going to be location. Now there is a supermarket. I wanted to store the data about supermarket quarter-wise. Now I am going to represent Q1, Q2, Q3. This is going to be a quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. Items means what? Basically, at an electronics level, all electronics goods will be categorized as a one category. All the vegetable related will be goods one category, or electrical products will be at one category, and groceries will be at one category. Likewise, they are going to maintain set of items. Here item will be an electronics, E. Item can be a E. Here it is an agriculture. Here it can be